When the governor of Georgia buckled under the pressure that was being put on him as he vetoed a bill that would guarantee religious freedom so that pastors and faith-based groups could say what they want to say about sexual activity. The next target for gay activists is the state of North Carolina.
A powerful coalition of corporate leaders and activists is fighting to undo a bathroom bill there. They say it's about equality, but critics say they're harming people of faith and the public good. Ephraim Graham reports.
In North Carolina, the governor called a special session to set up a state bathroom policy for government bathrooms.
We're going to set a statewide standard for who belongs in which bathroom.
This would be the most sweeping anti-LGBT bill in the nation.
Girls like me should never be forced to undress or shower in the presence of boys.
The law mandates government bathrooms be separated primarily by biological sex. It does not set standards for bathrooms in private businesses. It sounds straightforward, but the national outcry has been fierce. The ACLU filed a federal lawsuit Monday against the state. The mayors of Seattle, San Francisco, and the governor of New York have banned non-essential publicly funded travel to North Carolina. And the NBA is threatening to move its 2017 All-Star game out of Charlotte. In Georgia this week, that kind of corporate pressure led the governor to veto a severely watered-down religious liberty bill. The bill provided protection for pastors who don't want to perform same-sex weddings, but not for wedding vendors who don't want to serve them. Still, multiple high-powered corporations from the NFL to Netflix, Time Warner, and Disney threatened to leave Georgia if the governor signed the bill. On Monday, the governor stunned many in the faith community when he vetoed the measure.
I do not think that we have to discriminate against anyone to protect the faith-based community in Georgia.
Everyone I spoke to is outraged. We really are, because we were surprised that Governor Deal would bow down to Hollywood, the NFL.
Pastor Garland Hunt says believers in Georgia are now rallying to reverse what the governor has done. While in North Carolina, they're hoping the government won't give in, despite enormous pressure to reverse the new law. Ephraim Graham, CBN News.
You know, in Canada, in Quebec, they have signs in French. One says femme and the other says homme. And the child of one of my friends said, Daddy, am I a femme or a homme? Because he didn't know the difference because they didn't say male and female. But this whole thing is absolutely ludicrous. This is the greatest nation on earth. We have degenerated beyond measure. And what are we fighting about? These things about transgender and so forth. I mean, who cares? This kind of thing is just absurd. And we're making a big civil rights thing. And the fact that the NFL is supposedly a bunch of man-sized warriors are out on the field and they're saying, well, we want homosexuals to be our heroes and we're going to fight for them. And if the Christians, if you can criticize them, then we're not going to North Carolina, we won't go to Virginia, we won't go to Georgia, we won't go to wherever. The law says that Christians have a right to speak out. We're not going to tolerate that because we're NFL and we beat our chest. The whole thing is absolutely absurd. It makes me sick at my stomach.